Brian Nelson here with Brandon Kyle, set to bring you this lightweight bout between Eugenio Garcia and Anthony Garon in the lightweight division. We had a little intermission, but with the magic of editing, you know, we're back at it.
We're right back here with no break for you guys at home.
But we should give a shout out to Area Combat, where part of their proceeds for this event are going towards Cancer and the Family Relief Fund and Fight for the Cure, which deals with multiple sclerosis. So great job from Bay Area Combat to help both of those charitable organizations.
Yeah, you know, using the platform to go ahead and do good out there and help others. You know, that's what it's all about. That's what the sport's all about, you know, and so we're taking those lessons and transferring them over to real life. So
kudos to Bay Area Combat as Eugenio Garcia, the 26-year-old from Napa. His team is the Main Street Hooligans, Orthodox fighter. His background is in kickboxing. He has an 0-1 record, and he lost to Sal Osorio, who you saw earlier in this card. So he's looking for his first career victory as an amateur.
Yeah, you know, he's got that Mexican blood in him. He's tough. He's tough, and he wants to really have a good showing here in front of his hometown crowd, you know. And so I'm excited to see him come back. You know, I've trained with his team before, and they like to bang, so I expect to see that in this fight here tonight.
And in this specific fight, he's, instead of the Osorio fight where he has a high disadvantage, he has a height advantage against Anthony Garon, who stands at only 5'7" tall at age 23 as he approaches the ring from San Leandro. Like I mentioned, or I don't remember if I mentioned, but he was an independent fighter the last time we covered him at Bay Area Combat.
Yeah, you were talking about it when we were breaking down the fight card, and yeah, he didn't perform. You know, he looks like he found a key in this fight with Team Brute, and we'll see if having a more of a structured camp is going to benefit him here in this second going.
Yeah, I think an interesting tidbit that his username on his camo site is Puff Too Much. So maybe
and
about his habits.
And he's coming out to the reggae, you know.
You know, a relaxed fighter, you know.
He looks relaxed, you know, speaking of, he looks a little soft. You know, when you puff too much, sometimes you eat too much too. So, you know, we're going to see if this is going to affect his cardio, you know. You never know. You might have that Nick Diaz effect where even though you puff all day long every day, you can still go out there and throw all day long every day. So we've yet to see what kind of win this guy's going to have. But kind of excited to see these two 0-1 fighters throw down here tonight.
Yeah, at the same card in March 10th, 2018, he lost to Mark Vargas in the second round, who you will see later tonight. And we'll send it over to Jim Cooley with the official introduction.
Action contested at 1 rounds. Referee, when the action begins, the Kane Vandal. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Napa, California. He represents Napa Fight Sports and weighing in at 157 pounds even, Eugenio Garcia. His opponent across the red corner, hailing from San Leandro, California. He weighed in at 161 pounds, representing Team Brute, Little Stone, Anthony Garon.
Interesting.
So Little Stone, Anthony Garon, set to face off with Eugenio Garcia in this lightweight bout. 3 2-minute rounds scheduled in this bout. So we're getting set for the action as they touch gloves.
And we are underway. Both guys looking like they're just going to play the old hands game until Garcia introduces the kicks here. Another kick there inside.
Yeah, Garcia looking to use both his arms and legs to start this one out. Where in Garon's fight previous, he was strictly a puncher, really moves that head a lot.
Yeah, he's kind of trying to do that Floyd shoulder roll technique, you know, one hand high, one hand low. He's trying to slip punches and come back over the top with his own punches.
Going for the double leg takedown, and he gets it.
Oh, and he stays on top. Looks like a guillotine being threatened on the bottom by Garcia. Not sure if he's able to roll him, and oh no, look at that. Garon comes back strong, and now they're kind of in that dogfight position here.
Yeah, good body punch from Garcia with his left, trying to maybe sink a arm underneath that neck, tried to take his back. Great transition.
Very nice.
Wants to put that leg and flatten out Garon. Oh, and doesn't need to.
Wait,
Taps
already?
out Garon immediately.
You know what? That was a case of Garon not knowing what's going on and kind of freaking out and tapping before he really needed to. He didn't even really, get a chance to set the choke in and really make it hurt. I think he just, and that's unfortunate. You get a guy in there and, like I said, he's ready to bang, but then as soon as it goes to the ground, they're kind of like fish out of water, and the fight doesn't last long there. And as we saw in previous fights, if you want to be a stand-up fighter, you got to have some takedown defense and be able to control a little bit on the ground and get back up. But that's unfortunate. I didn't look like from my angle that he had really deep choke in. Seemed like he just kind of, I call it a freak out tap.
Yeah.
Sometimes the guy jumps up on you and grabs something real quick, and you just kind of freak out. And you tap, and you could see in his demeanor right afterwards, Baron, that it is Garon, you could tell he was upset with himself, like, man, I didn't even need to tap to that, you know, but live and learn, Sometimes when you smoke too much, you get a little paranoid, and you freak out when you don't need to,
Yeah.
so maybe...
Maybe a little paranoia set in there. But Garon, maybe that's what the help of a team will tell him to once he gets back to his corner.
To taper back his smoking.
We'll send it over to Jim Cooley for the official announcement.
Round number 1, referee Kane Vandal has called a stop to this contest. Your winner, via tap out due to rear naked choke, Eugenio Garcia.
And I think they forgot a D at the end of his nickname. Instead of Little Stone, he's just a little stoned.
Little stone, not hands, but demeanor.
So, Eugenio Garcia gets his first career victory. Congratulations from the hometown boy from Napa.
Yeah, he came out there composed. He's, sticking with the leg kicks. Wasn't getting tricked by that slippery boxing of Garon, and once it was on the ground, it was really quick work, and that's unfortunate. I'd like to see Garon go and study a little bit more jiu-jitsu, a little bit more counter wrestling, and if he wants to do that, everyone loves that. Robert Whitaker has got that same style, one hand up, one hand down. He's a 185-pound UFC champ, and you see him slip and roll and hit great counter shots, but he can also stop a takedown from a guy like Yoel Romero. So that's the difference, and so that's the development of skills. He knows what he likes to do. Now he has to make sure he can continue to do it. Where Garcia, on the other hand, had the composure and looked like he did what he had to do.
And so we're set for a middleweight bout between Albino Lopez and Samuel Braden coming up next.